In today's episode, I'm talking about the power of your own uniqueness. I'll talk about what this means, why the conversation is relevant, and how you can begin the process of understanding what makes you unique. Hello, and welcome to the Beautiful Reflections podcast. I'm your host, Katherine Johnson, a certified professional coach, mentor, writer, and speaker. I help professional women gain the clarity, confidence, and courage to pursue their bigger purpose and vision so that they can have fulfillment and thrive in their careers. I believe there is beauty in our voices, beauty in our stories, and beauty in our journeys. There is power in community, connection, and deep, meaningful conversation, which is why me and my guests are here to share our stories, experiences, lessons, and learning to inspire you as you walk the path and step into your next level. We go deep, sharing beautiful reflections of what this personal growth journey looks like in real, living color. This journey of pursuing our purpose and vision as we continue to evolve. It is my mission to empower you to believe in your power, to embrace your own uniqueness, and to be the best version of you. I want to see you thrive purposefully. Now on to the episode for today. Hello, and welcome to the Beautiful Reflections podcast. I'm your host, Katherine Johnson. Today I'm discussing uniqueness and personal power. If I asked you what makes you unique, what would you say? Would you have an immediate answer? Would you need some time to ponder? Or would you say, I really don't know? When I say you, I'm referring to your own uniqueness. This means your inherent gifts, talents, strengths, abilities, and even personality aspects. These are the things that make you special and one of a kind. The things that only you can do in the way that you do it. Now you may be asking, why is this important? How does it benefit me in my life? Why are we even talking about this? I believe that you are more powerful than you believe. As you understand what makes you unique, you tap into your personal power. This personal power is what gives your life greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Now let me put this into perspective for you with some real world examples. Think about the first thing that comes to mind. Shaquille O'Neal or Shaq. What makes him unique? I think we could all agree that it's his size and his strength. Shaq is over 7 feet tall and over 300 pounds. This made him a force to be reckoned with on the offensive end of the basketball court. Shaq was named in 1996 to the National Basketball Association list of its 50 greatest players of all time. What about Helen Keller? What makes her unique? Did you know that she made extraordinary accomplishments despite her disabilities? Helen lost her ability to see and hear at 19 months old. Yet she became the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. Helen is widely known as an activist, author, and educator. What about others like Stevie Wonder, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey? What makes them unique? I share these examples to illustrate how we're able to easily recognize things that make others unique. Rather it's size and strength, comical nature, or ability to communicate powerfully and bring people together, even if it's something that many would consider a limitation or a weakness. We all have uniqueness or innate abilities by default and design. It doesn't necessarily have to make us rich and famous, but it surely could, and that would be nice. But as we begin to truly understand what makes us unique, we step into our true power. This power has the potential to help us not just excel at what we do, but really thrive at who we are being. So how do we begin to understand our uniqueness, this true essence of who we are? I created a simple method that I like to call I.C.E, or I.C.E. Let me tell you about it. I stands for identify. You have to identify what makes you unique. What is your personal superpower? You could start by asking yourself, what do I do well? What am I really good at? What do I enjoy? What makes me happy? What gets me excited? These questions will help you start to pinpoint unique parts of yourself. You could also ask others that know you well to tell you what they consider to be your strengths. Oftentimes, other people can identify abilities in us that we may overlook and consider not a big deal because it comes so natural to us. Luckily for Shaq, I'm sure his parents were able to identify quickly his uniqueness. By the age of 10, he was 6 feet tall and 4 inches. Wow. Perhaps you have always enjoyed helping others, or you're highly analytical by nature. Maybe you have a gift of gab or a golden voice like Ted Williams. You could be the problem solver that everyone comes to for help. The first step is really about identifying what your uniqueness could be. Next is C, which stands for cultivate. You have to spend time developing your uniqueness. This is where many gifts and talents never come to fruition. We have this inherent ability, but we don't do anything with it. By cultivating, you will improve and strengthen what's already there. You build upon it so that it supports your goals, dreams, and vision for your life. Now let's think about Shaq. In spite of his size and strength, Shaq was a poor free throw shooter. In fact, in order to lead the Los Angeles Lakers to the championship in 2001, 2002, and 2003, Shaq had to become more of a team player and work on his rebounding and free throw shooting. As a result, Shaq was named Most Valuable Player each of these years that he led the Lakers to the championship. He had to improve his game even with his natural size and strength. Let's think about Helen Keller. She was able to learn to read and write without hearing or vision. Could you even begin to imagine how challenging that would be? Not only did she learn, but she learned how to do it extraordinarily well. Now, she did have some of the best teachers during that time. But at some point, someone made the decision to cultivate this uniqueness of hers, which some people would say this disability was a weakness. Maybe you have a natural ability to write or compose. Perhaps you have a natural inclination towards science and math. You could even be highly intuitive and know things. Cultivating your uniqueness is about working to develop what you've identified as your uniqueness. Now, lastly, let's talk about the E. Now, this stands for excel. Determine how your uniqueness could help you shine. You could share it with others. Maybe it could even make you rich. You can use your uniqueness to bring joy to other people, or it could just be a creative outlet for you. Perhaps it can lead you to being highly regarded in your chosen industry of work. In short, you use your uniqueness to help you live your best life and be your best self. Now, I believe that everyone is unique. Our uniqueness has the potential to help us excel in life, serve others, and leave our mark on the world in a way that we were all created to do, which is why it's so important that we identify, cultivate, and excel in what makes us unique. It's what the most known and successful people have done for ages, and it's what everyone is capable of doing. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I hope that you're reflecting on your own uniqueness. Understanding who you are at a deeper level is the first and most important part of personal growth. By being rooted in your truth, who you are at your core, you step into your personal power, which brings greater fulfillment and purpose. If you're ready to dig deep into your uniqueness and understanding who you are at a deeper level, click the link in the show notes to download my free 7-day self-reflection guide. This guide will help you gain clarity, courage, and confidence so that you can step into your next level. I'd love to hear from you. Connect with me on LinkedIn and Instagram at Katherine N Johnson. Use the hashtag Beautiful Reflections Podcast and share with me what you're learning and how the podcast is supporting your growth. Be sure to leave a rating and a review and share the podcast with the women in your life that can use the support and empowerment. Until next time.